Hey everyone, welcome back to Fiscal Voyage. I'm Felix, and today's video day trading journal, December 5th, 2025. So first off, the market had an interesting day here. You know, the day is not over; it's only 1 o'clock Eastern, but it's pretty interesting because yesterday the SPY basically was consolidating, and then it had a nice, well, not a nice, but in the pre-market pulled down pretty hard, and then picking right up to the open, had a nice spike up, and then consolidated with a drop to retest the previous day high. I was looking to get into here above this 2-minute candle here close, or the next step would have been on the 5-minute close, which is right here, but I didn't because there was news at 10, and you know the 15-minute didn't close above, so it's kind of like it's not A plus, but it looks good because of the previous day high retest closed above the pre-market, and that would have easily been a winner, but that's hindsight trading, so I didn't take it. I was almost about to take it, but I was like, it's not, the 15-minute didn't close, news at 10, so I'm just gonna wait for an opportunity gets there. So the opportunity did arrive right here, so I got in here on SPY and I took a loss. If we see here SPY 167. So what happened? So you know, it ran up, the news, I guess the market liked it. We had the zone here, we had the 15-minute close above the zone, so everything's looking good. Consolidated above the zone, kind of retested here and went higher, and then it had a drop here, and then we had the 5-minute, the 10-minute EMA coming in near to the 15-minute. But then we had this big green bar, so I was like, oh, this is it, it's gonna take us to the next zone. So I put my order here with a stop around there and trigger me in right here. Next time what I'm gonna do is wait. If I get a big red bar, green bar like this, I'm gonna wait for the next candle to see what happens. It may want to rest for 2 minutes or so, and then from there I just do it from that high, maybe a little tighter to stop. But trigger me in and then pull me out at a stop, and you can see here the trade got in at 10:48 right there. So that's around here at 10:48. Trigger me in and then I stop. So you see there about 1.8, not 1.8, a 0.8 R loss. So that was the trade. I would take this again, definitely. This was an A plus setup here. 15-minute close above the zone. The 10-minute 8 EMA was there. The 5-minute 13 EMA was there, closed above the 2-minute, so it looks good. But you can see the same thing happened with Q, but it didn't close above the 2-minute. You see here this difference, and that, if I was looking at the Q, it would have saved me and not get in. It would save me a loss. So, but then later in the day, I was waiting, and I see IWM. So you can see here we have a zone here for IWM on the previous day. So this is the previous day low, a zone here, and the previous day high. And you can see here, it tested that zone here on the 15-minute here. We got bottoming tail, it ripped higher, it tested the previous day high, and then it just crashed down. Seller took control at that point, and then I was waiting for it to close under this zone to take a short position. And you can see here the 15-minute close under the zone right there. You can see how it closed under the zone. So I was waiting for a little pullback to the 2-minute and the 5-minute EMA, so it was around here. So when I saw this red bar here, I was waiting for the entry here, but it didn't trigger. So then green bar here, then once the red bar again, that's where I got my entry here. You can see here, short IWM at 12 o'clock, which is right there, 12 o'clock, and this arrow has got in. So once it got in, it looked good, and then it bottoming tail, like, oh crap. Then we got a nice green bar here, and then this bar here. My stop was about 24, something like here, around here was my stop. So basically something like this, right here to 24, kind of like right there was my stop, and my 2R was like right there. So that was about maybe like a half R loss position right there that was happening, and I was like, oh come on, fail, because what I saw here is, you see the resist support here, and now we break the support. Now we need a retest, so that's what's going on. So that's why I took the trade. And then so this bar here, doji bar, and then it crashed down. Put my stop at break even. Took maybe my half hour winner there, and then I just put my break even, and then just let it ride. And I got out here. You can see here about 1.1 R trade there. So I got my loss back. So I'm up about 0.2 R. Basically break even day. So that's the trade of the day. And so I did miss the SPY here. This is very nice here. Really like this trade. Just I didn't like the fact that the 15 minute didn't close above it, but the 2 minute was nice, or even just the 5 minute and the 10 minute here. You see here how basically this topping tail was taken over by this bar here. Right about there you get in. So basically what probably would have happened is in here with the stop kind of like right there, and then just take it off, and that would have been what, maybe a half hour or something like that winner. So that was definitely a possible trade. But I took this one here, waited for my setup, took the trade, saw my setup, and I took it. So that's all I can do. So I took my trade, my setup here, took it, and this one was the winner. So that's how the game works. Just make sure your winners are bigger than your losers. And that's it. So thank you for watching. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next one.